If Wendy is guilty for being a scammer, I honestly and truly wouldn't even care, nor would I blame her. Hell, I wouldn't blame anyone for scamming in this America where the cost of living keeps rising, but no one is getting paid more. And Karen is right when it comes to talking too much when you have an open federal case. But I'm hoping and assuming that Wendy has a good legal representation and they advised her on what to and what not to say at the reunion. But if it was me, myself, and I probably wouldn't even showed up to the reunion because y'all are not about to try to clock me and what I'm spending on my dress and glam. But y'all should have heard the scream I scrumped when Andy asked her about the feds calling them broke. And she said, I respect the legal system, and if that's their opinion, that's their opinion. Like, girl, the feds aren't giving out opinions here. Like, sure, maybe someone's views on being broke is subjective and the feds are just being subjective with your case, Wendy. Sure. Now I want to move on to Angel and this dang red herring statement really quickly, because it's like, Angel, are you delusional or is it amnesia? Like, Wendy didn't like you because you kept picking at her when you should have been picking at Gizelle. All right, let's talk about Karen. Karen, first I want to say I'm still waiting to get to the bottom of this whole Karen and Wendy feud, because the reasons that they gave us at the reunion seem pretty petty to me, and it doesn't seem like reasons to completely fall out over. And you know what? Maybe they did fall out over petty reasons, but maybe they weren't really real friends to begin with. Or maybe there's just more to the story. I don't know. It feels like there's more to the story. But for Andy to say that he thinks that Karen owned a lot of her stuff during his sit down with her is crazy. But maybe manipulation is just easier to clock when you're watching on TV versus it happening to you in real time. Because we all watched how Karen did not own her alcoholism, right? Like, she completely danced around it. And her alcoholism is the whole reason why she went to jail. So to say that she owned a lot of her stuff is incorrect. Even at this reunion, she refuses to admit that she's an alcoholic. So is she really on a journey of healing? Or is she on a journey of getting her 5th DUI? Karen looked good though. That wig was coming out of her scalp. I love those little 2 curled strands of hair that were coming down her face. I loved it. Oh, quickly. Gizelle didn't even have a package, and I didn't even notice it until she said it at the end of the reunion. Like, Gizelle, you about to lose your job. That you should be very, 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 very concerned of your position on this show and on Bravo, babe. That's not good. Lastly, I want to talk about Stacey, because Stacey is so good at holding her ground even when she is lying. Like, they could give me all the evidence in the world and I'm still gonna be like, are they ganging up on my girl? Like, I don't know what it is. Like, Stacey, I don't know if she's lying, if she's telling the truth, or is it both? And like, you know, honestly, a piece of me doesn't even really care. Oh my God, y'all, I almost forgot. Bravo showing that tweet of someone saying lock her up next to Karen in reference to like Ashley singing was frying me. It was frying me. Because girl, Ashley, you are not nobody's Beyonce and no one's group. You shouldn't even be nobody's backup singer for real.